Hello everyone, it's me, Clayton. I just finished watching the first two episodes of Season 2 of My Adventures with Superman. Now, last year, My Adventures with Superman felt like a great old school throwback to Superman cartoons of old, while also forging its own path by taking a more slice of life anime approach to The Man of Steel, with some shonen style action scenes to go with it. With this second season, we're delving more into Superman's origins, which anyone who's been aware of the character over the years is probably familiar with. But on top of getting to see the old cast of characters again, we get to see some new faces, including Kara Zor-El, aka Supergirl. But she hasn't gotten acquainted with the main cast yet, so these first two episodes are more focused on Clark, Lois, and Jimmy discovering another ship that's been located in Antarctica, as Jor-El gets to explain parts of Superman's backstory to him, and also explains that Kara Zor-El is on Earth as well. All while the heroes find out that Amanda Waller is now a general, and that she is basically using inmates as part of her Task Force X program to use Kryptonian technology to take down Superman and any other aliens like him. Despite the fact that the Kryptonians weren't really invading Earth, the ships were just running on autopilot. And the Kryptonians are gone now, anyways, so there wouldn't be any Kryptonians to take over a planet at this point. Not that anyone outside of Superman knows that now at this point. So, with Amanda Waller now in charge of Task Force X, she also has Sam Lane, Lois's dad, in jail. So, Lois and Superman spend the second episode rescuing him. So, yeah. Given that the complications that arose with Lois's dad at the end of the first season, I figured that getting him on Clark and Lois's side would be a decent part of the second season. And for these first two episodes, they travel pretty fast, getting us reacquainted with Clark, Lois, and Jimmy in their new positions at the Daily Planet. But they also give us plenty of the action scenes that we remember from the first season. Studio Mir clearly hasn't lost their touch, even though they had to work on both this and X-Men 97, so I can imagine how hard they must be working here. Also, that Alex guy who was an assistant to Ivo, aka Parasite, he's actually Lex Luthor, and honestly, I should have seen that coming, given that Lex is in his name. But a funny aspect is that it's Jimmy Olsen, of all characters, who gives him the idea that he has to forge his own path. I know Jimmy means well, but I do enjoy the trope of one of the heroes accidentally helping the villains form their own ideology. That's actually something that I find to be rather ironic, where they either accidentally help the villains when they don't know that they're villains, or they just think they're saying what's best at the time, which turns out to be the wrong thing to say to that specific person. Because you know that Jimmy Olsen, in almost all versions of Superman media, is well-meaning, but he sometimes can be strikingly naive. And I think that's being exemplified more with how much money he spends. His net worth may be high now, but if he keeps spending the way he is, he's probably going to end up with money troubles later down the line in the season, which I think could make for a pretty fun running gag. Clearly showing that reckless spending when you have money means that you're not going to have it for too long. But yeah, the animation's great, the action sequences are excellent again, and I am interested in seeing how Supergirl fits into the season. So overall, I think it's a solid return for the series, and fans of the first season should definitely enjoy it. See you next time.